Hello, this is Trevor Truck. Hello, my fans of truck simulators. If you are a fan of truck simulators, such as American Truck Simulator, then this is the episode that you're gonna want to see, because I'm about to try my best at backing into a very narrow crevice, and I don't know if I can do it, honestly. And that's not what you want to hear a truck driver say. You never want a truck driver to say, "I'm not sure if I can do this." You know, you want to instill a sort of confidence in the customer, because they expect that you're competent. They expect that you have your license. So, yeah. But I think I did it. I hope I did it. Oh, wait a minute. How did I mess that up so terribly? I'm so sorry. It appears that the truck I'm looking for is actually somewhere else. Oh, it's that one. You know, that's really embarrassing. I don't see the owner of the land here, because if somebody saw me do that, I would just quit. I would just quit trucking. Forever. For good. What a beautiful day. Okay. So, we're gonna try this again. And yeah, I realize it might be easier to switch viewpoints, but I wasn't born to do easy things, I was born to make life as difficult as possible for myself. So, we're gonna just try our best here. We're gonna straighten it up, and then we're gonna back in. I've played this game for a long time now, and it's very telling that I still struggle to back up. It should be a very simple process, but it's not, apparently. Okay, everyone, so just to make things clear, we are going to go to a brand new city. I am just discovering the new DLC, and we are in the great state of Wyoming. And I don't really know too much about Wyoming, because I don't live there. So, I can't really say much, and I'm also not gonna pretend to be like a tour guide. Like, over in this field there's grass and the sky is blue. I would make a terrible tour guide, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Instead, we are just going to take a pleasurable drive through this state. We're going to see what it has to offer. And we'll have fun. And in a minute here, I'm gonna show my truck, because I think it's important to know what you're driving. So I'm gonna show you it. I just need to get into a pretty good, safe position. Okay, so looks like we are hauling some petroleum or some type of gas, and this is my truck. So it looks pretty good, honestly. I gotta say, it looks awesome. So, let's go ahead and do this thing. It looks like we got a nice fast food restaurant. That's pretty cool. I like seeing the little details like that. Alright. So, let's go ahead and merge into the highway traffic. And it looks like a beautiful day. It's 3:26, actually 3:27 p.m. And it's just me and the open road and a nice cup of coffee, which is down there. You can see the mug. It's still, Christmas, DLC. And then in the back I have like a bed with a nice comfy pillow that, whoa, I almost lost control. But you know what? I've been in the business for years. The business of virtual trucking, so I caught myself before it was too late. So yeah, that's the bed. If you're driving a truck in real life, I don't recommend turning completely around as you're driving like that. That could be very dangerous, You typically don't want to do that. But yeah, if you excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. I'm sorry if there was a loud noise just now. That was my coffee cup colliding with my microphone arm. And because I'm a professional, I'm not gonna edit that out. No. I am gonna keep in all the mistakes. In the meantime, what's really special about this video is that you and I are seeing this for the first time. Because I downloaded this yesterday, and now I'm filming today. I tested it out a little bit last night, but not for long, and I really enjoyed it. And so far, I'm really liking it. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful scenery, no matter where you go. There's Happy Jack Road. That's a nice name, Happy Jack Road. So, every state is unique, and every state has its own type of flair. Now, I suspect we are going to be getting into some pretty intense, winding roads, but I look forward to it. In real life, these types of roads would probably be a pretty big struggle for a trucker because you're going kind of uphill with a heavy load, which slows your truck down considerably. And then suddenly you're going downhill, but you have a heavy load behind you, so it's pushing your truck. It's propelling your truck forward. At a speed that you may not like. But either way, we're gonna be fine, just imagine yourself on this trip, Just imagine that you're in the passenger seat and you get to look out the window while someone else gets to sweat all the details of driving. And then, imagine that you don't have to deal with the traffic and, you don't have to deal with people who drive incompetently, which is, sadly, often the case on the highways. But nonetheless, I'm having a good time, and you may not notice or hear the excitement in my voice, but it's there. It is there. You know, if I were to tell you that this game wasn't exciting, you might take that in the wrong way. This game is not exciting. It's not like, you know, a thrilling adventure where you're like gripping the edge of your seat. That's not what this game is. And whenever I say that, I don't want people to take it the wrong way. Like, oh, you must think the game is pretty boring, right? No, it's not. But it's also not exciting. There is a fine line, right? There's a difference between boring and not exciting, if you ask me. And the thing is, what I like is that this game is exactly what it advertises itself to be. You know? Think of all the games that you spent money on. And it turned out that the game was a dud. It turned out that you really didn't like it. And it also turned out not to be exactly what it implied itself to be. And you know, that's the thing about pre-ordering video games. Honestly, I think really that if you pre-order a video game, you have to understand the risk that it may not be what you think it is. It may not live up to expectations. And what seems to be the pattern these days is games are completed with missing parts, missing functions, a lot of bugs. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the deadline is unrealistic, or maybe everyone was rushed. But, you know, when it comes to games, I'm trying my best to be patient with developers. You know, think about Minecraft. I was so disappointed when they split the updates so that the Caves and Cliffs update was going to be later in the year. When here I was thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna come out during the summer. And when I say summer, I mean, you know, summer in the northern hemisphere, which would be winter in the southern hemisphere. You know, and the thing is, I realized, you know what, they delayed it for a reason. I'm sorry, my voice is sounding kind of hoarse. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. Excuse me for one moment. That's good. It's like warm, kind of like room temperature. Anyway, one more sip. Okay. So, this is about the time where I should turn my lights on. Let me see, I know this is kind of dangerous, but, yep, they are indeed on. Again, I don't recommend driving like this all the time because it's actually dangerous. And it's actually really difficult to control the truck like this in third-person view. So yeah, I mean, first person view is always going to be the best, in my opinion. Let me just say that I enjoy this DLC so far. And the way that the sky looks is really interesting. It's like kind of bright, but also kind of like unsettled. And I love the mountains, the kind of like the desert, almost like a desert, but also with a lot of greenery as well. So, just impressive visuals all the way through. And even just, the level of detail, the attention to detail is just something that I think people who love this game are always going to appreciate. And what makes this game stand out, I think, is just it's a game that specializes in a handful of things. Drive-in simulation, the level of realism for environments, truck details. If you want to get into the technical stuff, like if you love trucks, you definitely can. I consider myself more of a casual player, though. I don't really get into the technical stuff. Like when I buy a truck in this game, I'm not really focusing so much on, like, the specs, so much as I'm focusing on how it looks. Does the truck look cool? And that's the first question. And if it does, then you know what? I buy it. And if you look to the bottom right of this screen, you'll see that I am a millionaire. I have an amount of money in virtual truck money that I will never have in real life. Yeah. Yep, that's sad, but I do feel like I have accomplished quite a bit in this game, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, my friends, we are actually pretty close to the drop-off site, so I want to get this trip done because World of Trucks is having an event where if you complete a personal goal of 10 deliveries to or from the 10 Wyoming cities, you get like a special prize, like a paint job on the truck. But then, let me tell you what I really want. I don't know if you've seen this, but the community goal, like if the community as a whole drives X amount of miles, the prize is going to be a stuffed dinosaur that you can put on your seat. And I want that more than I want $1 million. So, I am gonna strive to assist the community with my driving, and get not only the personal goal, but hopefully together we get the community goal. So if you own this game and you're interested, definitely check out the community event and help me to get that dinosaur. Alright. So now we get to the part that can be a struggle, and typically typically, if I can't get it right the first time, I just do an auto park. Because again, I am. I'm a casual, okay? I'm very casual. So, anyway, we did it. So, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope to keep making more truck simulator videos because they're fun to make. It's fun to drive, and I want to keep checking out Wyoming because it's a beautiful state so far, and I know there's a lot to explore. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.